There are around 380,000 babies born into the world each day. Over a period of 9 months, that baby grows and develops within the womb of the mother. At 8 weeks, that baby is only the size of a raspberry. At 16 weeks, the size of an avocado. And by week 24, the baby is now roughly the size of a grapefruit. By week 38, it's the size of a pumpkin. An actual pumpkin, not a can of pumpkin. And at around 40 weeks, that baby comes out of the womb and into the world.
Oh, cute. One of these. Oh, cute.
My name's Heidi Reeder, and I'm 35 weeks along, which basically means I'm almost, I don't know, it's like 8 months and almost 9 months along. The baby's due on March 28th, and it's a little girl, and we're naming her Flora Kay.
Carly pretty much made these on yourself. Oh, no way. Kevin cut them out of wood and sanded them. Are you kidding me? Oh, because I couldn't find any. And I'm like, you're so cute. Kevin's like, and then that's why you have that sander. And then Carly and Lise painted them, and then Carly did pretty much everything. This is amazing.
I'm looking forward to getting to know her personality and what is she going to be like, and what is her laugh going to sound like, and what is she going to be interested in, and what kind of things will she have that are in me, and what kind of things will she have that are in Ryan, and I'm just looking forward to just the whole experience of getting to know this little baby that's a part of you. And I feel like she's been just me and her together in my body, and I've felt such a connection with her as she's grown, but I can't wait to know her as a person and have my husband be able to see her and hold her like I get to right now.
That is cute.
I'm nervous about not knowing enough about how to take care of a little baby, because again, I've never had to take care of an infant before, and so I don't know if I'll be able to know why she's crying and what to do about it, and what if this comes up and what if this happens, and so those kind of things I'm a little bit nervous about, and actually delivering her I'm a little bit nervous about.
You know how when the milk dries and you go like that, they don't stick, they just peel off.
My name is Lauren Priest. I'm 21. I'm 19 weeks along. My due date is September 14th, and I find out the gender of my baby in 1 week. I have summer school, and then I will graduate, so my last week of classes will be July 18th. Then I'll have 2 months until I have the baby. During that time, I'm planning on just getting our apartment ready, getting the nursery ready, and then baby will come middle of September. My experience being a student and being pregnant has probably been easier than most. I haven't experienced morning sickness or throwing up, so I haven't had to deal with that, so it's been pretty easy so far. Maternity clothes are great. They are so comfortable. They have a really high elastic waistband. I haven't needed the maternity tops yet because I'm not big enough, but I've noticed enough change in my tummy that my jeans won't button up, so I have the maternity pants. I've noticed my stomach's getting bigger. I've been more emotional, and I've been a lot more tired than normal. So we had a fish named Snowflake. She was a white betta fish, and I wasn't really fond of her because she's been a nuisance to take care of, but one day she got tipped over in her glass, and I think she was just too old and it was too traumatic, so she died. And I cried a lot more than I probably would have had I not been pregnant and hormonal. My preparation so far has been reading a lot of books. The one that I'm reading right now is about nursing. I'm planning on nursing my baby. I'm extremely nervous about the epidural. I don't like needles at all. I don't do well with blood, needles, any of that. I'm really excited to see my husband be a father. He's really great with kids. It's fun seeing him with our nieces and nephews, so I'm excited to see him with our own child. I never had younger siblings growing up, so I'm really excited to be able to have a kid that I can take care of.
My name is Melanie Gunnell, and tomorrow I'll be 33 weeks pregnant, and we're due June 8th with our first boy after 4 little girls.
All those Braxton Hicks, sometimes there's a misunderstanding that Braxton Hicks are very painful. Sometimes they can be really uncomfortable. Occasionally they're going to sound comfortable as relate, but the difference is they don't need the surgical change.
I have a daughter who is 12, and her name is Bailey, and one who's 10, her name's Brinley, and then a 5-year-old girl named Hadley, and a 3-year-old girl named Camry. We were really, really shocked when we found out it was a boy. We just thought we would have all girls, but we all cried, and we're so excited for the new journey that a son will bring to us, and just the different activities that they want to do, and just he'll have 4 little mothers that will be taking care of him, and we're just really excited for something different. I love newborns. I could have a newborn for a year and be completely happy. I love to just hold them and rock them, and they're just so innocent and precious, and I'm excited to take lots of pictures of him and just to be a mom. I just love being a mom. Even though it's my 5th time, I'm just as excited as I was with the first one, and I can't wait. My youngest 3-year-old has named him Snuggy, and that's what she's called him from day 1. So I don't think he's going to like that too well when he gets older. But I like the name Nixon, but my husband likes the name Deegan. And he said since I got to name all the girls that he is sure he gets to name the boy.
I'm just really excited because it's my mom's first boy, and it's my first brother.
It's absolutely amazing. I love it from the beginning, from the first day I found out I'm pregnant. You feel a bond with this baby, and my husband makes fun of me because I'm always touching and rubbing my belly.
You have 5 fingers and your ears are in the right place, and like everything, you know what I mean? Yes. I can't. It's amazing to me. Yeah. On Monday, I was going to take Ryan into work and then go to my doctor's appointment, and then they were going to schedule me for an induction. And right before we left, I said, I'm just going to go to the bathroom real fast. And while I was in there, my water broke. And I was so excited because that meant that I was just going to go into labor naturally. And I didn't know that when your water breaks, how much comes out of your body. Because I soaked through like 3 outfits before we even left the house. And then we finally just had to leave and put a bunch of towels in the car. And we drove to the hospital, but didn't feel rushed. It was very calm, and we were just so excited because we'd been waiting for this day for so long. And Ryan was ready, and he was excited because he got to call in and not go to work that day. And we had our bags packed. They'd been packed for like 3 weeks because we were so ready for this to happen. I was in labor for 22 or 3 hours, I think, when it was all said and done. And it actually went by a lot faster than I thought. When I heard women say they'd been in labor for that long, I was like, how on earth would you do that? But the time actually went by pretty fast. And the first 4 hours were the worst in terms of pain. At one point, she said, do you want to reach down and feel her head as it's coming out? And they took my hand, and I felt like I could just feel her hair. And that was like really overwhelming, like the emotion overwhelming at that point. And it gave me a lot of motivation to just get her out of there and hold her. And they gave her to me immediately. They kind of wiped her off a little bit, but they let her lay on my chest immediately. And what was amazing to me is that she looked up at me and just like stared at me for a really long time. And I didn't think that they could focus that new. And I just remember thinking like it's almost like she looked at me like she knew me, or like it's like, hey, we got to meet finally after all this time. But just stared at me. And that's when I was like, she looks like a reader. She looks like her dad. You can't describe the amount of love that you have for this person, and it's something you've never felt that strong before. And it grows like each day. And like Ryan and I were talking about how he said like today he feels stronger about her than he did yesterday, and the day before. It just kind of keeps growing. And you really can't picture your life without this person that's only been in your life for 5 days. But it's something you can't describe, and something that I keep reliving in my head. And it kind of makes me cry a little bit because it was so cool.